Hello and welcome to the Johncast, the podcast for cool and smart kids. This is your oasis from homework, vegetables, and your parents. So I'm coming home from skiing, and what do I see a sign for? Buttsville. Next exit. That's Buttzville. I mean, come on, Buttsville? What type of place is that? I don't want to hear what the police are called. Help, help! Butts police, help! It's fan email time.
You've got mail.
Here's a letter from Xavier in Chicago. Xavier wants to know, John, how do you make your podcast so awesome? Well, Xavier, sound effects.
You've got mail.
Isn't that Buttsville story infinitely funnier because of the sound effects? That's what I thought. So my Uncle Fred, he has a friend, and guess what happens to this guy? So this guy's friend has a relative who died, so he sends a sympathy card, right? But he just moved to America, and he's just learning English. But hey, he's trying to be a nice guy, sending a card, but he signs it LOL, thinking it meant lots of love. What a fail. I mean, you have to check with some teenager or something before you send that out. Always check with a teenager before doing those acronyms, especially on some sympathy card. Definitely do that. So, the moral is here, always check with a teenager about acronyms. Welcome to the Vegetable Survival Camp, where you can learn easy ways to dodge vegetables. Here's the first rule of vegetable dodging. The green Fruit Loop is a vegetable. So is ketchup. And your corn flakes. And pumpkin pie. Those are all vegetables. So if your parents ask if you have had a vegetable today, say yes. Yeah, I had some green Fruit Loops. Or, yeah, I had some cornflakes for breakfast. So, never forget those vegetable alternatives. And if you really must use this method, like say your parents are making something disgusting for dinner tonight, like pot roast. And you don't like pot roast. It has tons of vegetables and gross stuff, so how can you dodge eating it? Well, you have hot pepper. Dump it into the pot roast. Nobody will want to eat it afterwards. They'll have one bite, and they'll be like, ah, spicy, spicy. Make sure you dump in a lot. And hopefully your parents will feed you something else for dinner. Guess what, guys? I bought this cloning machine from this guy. His name was Dr. Hyde. And I got it for a really good price. And I'm like wondering why it was so cheap. He said, oh, it just has a few minor bugs. Well, hey, it's a cloning machine. I don't care if it has a few minor bugs. Let's try it out.
Hello.
Right. Nice to meet you.
Now I can rip out all your throats and eyeballs.
Whoa, this is supposed to be a nice, friendly podcast, for make kids. Ah! Okay, I'm back. So it seems that a few minor bugs actually made my clone evil. But it turns out that when I destroyed the machine, it destroyed the clone as well. So, hey, I'm good. But just in case, I keep around my baseball bat. Let's go back to the vegetable survival camp. Back to you, Major Vegetable Destroyer. Okay, now, the second part of vegetable survival is vegetable neutralization. if you must eat vegetables, then here's what you can do to make them not taste as bad. Vegetables do not taste as disgusting if you attack them with a blowtorch first. Also, if you can drown them in a condiment of your choosing, ketchup is preferable for most vegetables, then it won't taste as bad. It'll taste more like ketchup or whatever you put on there. And you can always wash it down with milk. So you just take a bite of the vegetable, drink a lot of milk, and bam, done. Thank you, Major Vegetable Destroyer, for your helpful and valuable tips. Now, I present to you the jerk pranks for revenge. Let's say you're really mad at, your sibling for doing something. You do a prank on them, and it's a little bit funny, but it's not revenge. We want revenge here. And if you are looking for revenge, you have come to the right place. These are the jerk pranks. Alright, jerk prank number 1. Petroleum jelly. Petroleum jelly is really funny. You can put it on tons of stuff. Like doorknobs. That one's hilarious. Toothbrushes. You can't brush your teeth when it's on it because it's slippy. Petroleum jelly is very slippy. But the best is when you put it on a toilet seat. Jerk prank number 2. Ketchup packets. Ketchup packets are useful in many ways. The fun thing to do with them is when you're at a restaurant and you offer to go get drinks for your family, but you secretly put the straws inside of ketchup packets. They'll suck and suck and suck, but they'll get nothing except for ketchup. And you'd have to really suck hard to get ketchup. So, that's funny. You'd be like, ooh, that's not revenge. The real jerk prank you can do with ketchup packets is this. Get some ketchup packets. 2 will be fine. Fold them in half. Then, go to your toilet. And there should be these bumpy things on your toilet. If not, you can't do this awesome jerk prank. But if there is, put 2 ketchup packets on those bumpy things. Lower the toilet seat. Wait. When somebody sits on your prepared toilet seat, ketchup will spray into their underpants. It will feel disgusting and it will be hilarious. It will be even better if you can get it on video. That's the real way to get revenge with jerk pranks. Well, if the ketchup gets on your mother's dress or your father's suit, you might get murdered. So think twice before doing this. John's Pranks is not responsible for any damage done to buttocks because of said pranks. Okay, here's my riddle of the day to you. You throw away the outside and keep the inside. Then you eat the outside and throw away the inside. What am I? Thanks for listening. Don't forget to review the Johncast on iTunes. And remember, the green Fruit Loop counts as a vegetable. See you next Monday.